A group of zombies has taken over a section of Las Vegas. In response, the government has locked down the entire area to prevent the infection from spreading. Right in the middle of this zone is a casino, and inside it, a gangster has kept $200 million locked away. To retrieve the money, he hires a team of skilled soldiers, all of whom have faced zombies before. Let's follow this interesting mission to recover the money. And if you enjoy the story, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. At the beginning of the story, we see the US Army carefully transporting a secure container to Area 51. We'll find out what's inside soon. Meanwhile, a newly married couple is driving on the same road. Suddenly, their car crashes into the military vehicle carrying the container. The accident causes a large explosion, and the container falls to the side of the road. Seeing the situation, the team leader, Joe, quickly contacts the control room and says, "There's been an accident, the container has fallen, we need assistance." But instead of sending help, the control room warns him to stay away from the container and leave the area immediately. Just then, something unexpected happens. A zombie emerges from the container and begins attacking the soldiers. This zombie is unusually strong, and bullets do not affect it. Joe and one of the soldiers try to escape, but the zombie catches up and infects them both. They soon turn into zombies as well. The infected zombie then leads the others into Las Vegas, aiming to take control of the city. This isn't a regular zombie. It's part of a special group called Shamlar, known for being much more intelligent and powerful than ordinary zombies. Over time, they begin infecting more people throughout the city. As the situation becomes critical, the government sends in a military team led by a man named John. He and his team go on a mission to stop the zombies. However, the zombies are extremely fast and clever, making it difficult for the soldiers to fight them. Many members of John's team are lost, and eventually, the zombies gain full control of the city. Despite the government's efforts, nothing seems to work. They are left with no choice but to seal off the infected zone using large containers. Time passes. A year later, John has retired from the military and now runs a small restaurant. One day, a gangster named Tony visits him. Tony says, "You probably know that Las Vegas is under lockdown, and soon the government plans to destroy the area with a nuclear bomb. I used to own a casino there, and inside it, I have $200 million in a locker. Because of the lockdown, I couldn't get the money out. And since it's black money, I can't ask for official help. I believe you're the only one who can do this. If you can recover the money for me, I'll give you $50 million. John is surprised after hearing Tony's offer. He doesn't know what to do. If he accepts, it could completely change his life. $50 million is no small amount, but the mission is dangerous, and there's a serious risk involved. Seeing John's hesitation, Tony says, "You have only 36 hours. The money must be taken out before then." The government has given 36 hours before they carry out their plan to destroy the entire area with a nuclear bomb. Tony adds that he'll be dropping the bomb an hour earlier, just to be sure. Before leaving, he gives John a map and tells him to let him know his decision by the next morning. Later, John sits alone in his room, looking over the map carefully. John has a daughter named Tina. She works as a social worker and lives in a refugee camp on the edge of Las Vegas. She helps people who were affected by the outbreak and tries her best to take care of them. In the camp, she meets a woman named Gita, who has 2 children. Gita tells Tina, "I want to go to Las Vegas and try to collect some money. I need it badly if I'd want to give my children a better life." Tina, concerned, replies, "No, you can't go. You know the area is under lockdown. No one who's gone in has ever come back." But Gita insists, "If I can get the money, I'll leave this place with my kids. I'm doing this for their future." Tina tries to comfort her and says, "Just wait a little longer. Things will get better soon." Just then, a security guard walks over and asks what they're doing. Tina, already upset, gets angry and says, "Don't you have anything better to do than bother us?" In frustration, both Tina and Gita put scarves over their heads, trying to calm down. Tina has been emotionally burdened for a long time. Her mother was infected by the zombie virus, and during a very painful moment, John, unable to watch his wife suffer, ended her life. Tina could never forgive her father for that, and has carried that anger ever since. Meanwhile, John finally calls Tony and says, "I'll take the job, but I need a team to pull it off." Tony replies, "All right, then get started." John begins putting together a team made up of his old friends. The team includes 2 men and 3 women. One of the women is a pilot, another is a professional at unlocking safes, and the others are skilled shooters. John brings the team to meet Tony. Tony looks at them and says, "Before you even reach the casino, you'll have to get past the zombies." Tony continues explaining the plan. Once you're inside the casino, you'll need to turn the power back on. There's a helicopter on the roof. You'll use it to escape after the job is done. He also tells John, "One of my assistants will join you. He'll be there to watch over the mission." John agrees to the arrangement. Before heading into the lockdown zone, John goes to visit his daughter, Tina. He asks for her help. Tina, however, seems distracted. She tells her father, "I already have a job. That's why I need your help." But John shifts the conversation and says, "I want you to work with me. I'll pay you $15 million if you do this." Tina looks at him, surprised. "Have you ever even seen $15 million in your life?" she asks. John replies, "If you join me, I'll make sure you get it. I know you're still angry with me, but with this money, you could help a lot of people who need you." After hearing this, Tina hesitates, then agrees. John tells her everything about the mission. Meanwhile, Gita, determined to give her children a better life, sneaks into the lockdown area with her 2 daughters. The next morning, the whole team gathers at the refugee camp, ready to begin the mission. Tina introduces the group to a man known as Passport. He's the only one who knows how to get people into the lockdown zone. Everyone relies on him. Tina warns them, "A passport can get you inside, but be extremely careful. The place is crawling with zombies." Soon after, Tina returns to the camp and discovers from Gita's children that their mother has already gone into the danger zone. Shocked and upset, Tina runs straight to Passport and confronts him. She starts hitting him and asks, "Why did you let Gita go in?" Passport tries to explain, "She wasn't alone. There were 2 others with her, and they had money. That's why I let them through." "What's your problem?" Tina shouts, "She has 2 kids! Who's going to take care of them now?" Passport, surprised, replies, "I left them there. I didn't know she brought her kids. I don't know if they're still alive." Hearing this, Tina rushes back to John and tells him, "I'm going in with you." John immediately refuses. "No, you're not. I'm not going to argue about this." But Tina insists, "I have to. Those children are still very young. I need to find their mother." John, seeing her determination, finally agrees. "All right, but if you're going, you stay close to me at all times. Do you understand?" Tina nods. "Yes, I understand." Just then, Passport tells the group, "We'll need one more person on the team." This annoys John. "We already have a full team. We don't need anyone else." But Passport replies calmly, "You don't understand what it's like inside. Trust me, having one more person could make a big difference." A security guard from the camp steps forward and tells someone named Ken, "If you go with them, you'll get $20,000. Hearing that, Passport agrees to go inside as well. We'll learn later why Ken was brought along. For now, everyone, including Passport, is locked inside a container as they enter the zombie-infected zone. The area is in ruins, destroyed by zombies. As the group moves forward, they suddenly come across a terrifying sight: a zombie-infected tiger. The team quickly hides to avoid being seen. Once the tiger passes, something unexpected happens. Passport suddenly shoots Ken in the leg and ties him up. Everyone is shocked. Passport calmly explains, "We need a distraction to deal with the zombies. We'll send Ken to them. That way they'll focus on him and let us move through." It turns out Ken used to mistreat people at the camp, so Passport is using him as bait. Passport also explains that there are 2 types of zombies here. One type is extremely smart and hard to escape from. These are called shamblers. He warns everyone to stay alert if they want to survive. Leaving Ken behind, the group continues toward the casino. Soon, 2 zombies appear and take Ken into a nearby building. This is where the intelligent zombies, the shamblers, live. Later, the zombie leader Jules appears. He has a wife named Lena. Jules goes to her and gently places his head on her stomach. She is pregnant. Afterward, Jules bites Ken, infecting him slowly and turning him into a zombie. Meanwhile, John's group moves through a building on the way to the casino. The place is full of zombies, but most of them are sleeping. Everyone moves quietly and carefully. But then, one of the girls in the team accidentally bumps into a zombie. The zombies slowly start to wake up. The girl finds herself surrounded. Realizing she can't escape, she tells the others, "Go! Don't worry about me." She begins firing to hold the zombies back. When the situation becomes too dangerous, one of her teammates shoots at a fuel tank on her back. It causes a massive explosion, killing both the girl and many zombies around her. It's a painful moment, but it saves the rest of the group. Eventually, the team reaches the casino. John and Tina manage to turn the power back on. The pilot heads to the rooftop to prepare the helicopter and fill it with fuel. Meanwhile, 3 team members go inside the vault to open the locker. Outside, Passport and Tony's assistant stay on guard. The mission has officially begun. Inside the vault room, Bob, the expert at opening locks, stands in front of the locker and tells the other 2, "There's a lot of money here, but no visible security." "That's strange. There could be hidden traps." He then says, "I have an idea. Let's bring a zombie near the locker. If there's a trap, the zombie will trigger it. Then we'll know it's safe." One of the shooters agrees and goes to bring a zombie. Meanwhile, we see that Jewel has captured Gita and her 2 daughters. He keeps them locked in a room and looks like he's about to harm them. But just then, he hears the voice of Lena, his wife. Hearing her, Jewel leaves Gita and the girls and walks outside. Jewel's wife had brought a zombie near the casino, but Tony's assistant quickly killed it. After that, she cut off Lena's head and placed it in a bag. Passport saw what she had done and warned her, saying, "You've made a big mistake. The zombie leader won't spare you now. Remember that." Meanwhile, back at the vault, a zombie is sent forward to test the security. As it walks, arrows suddenly shoot from the walls and hit it. Then, bullets start coming out from hidden spots. Finally, 2 large metal doors close in from the walls and crush the zombie completely. Bob watches carefully and now understands how the security system works. Inside the casino, the team sees a warning on the TV. A nuclear bomb will be dropped on the city in 1 hour. Everyone is shocked and nervous. They have very little time left, and there's still so much to do. To make things worse, the pilot reports that the helicopter on the rooftop is damaged. It will take some time to fix. They haven't collected the money yet, and now they are running out of time. The group feels helpless, unsure of what to do next. John sees their worried faces and speaks up. "We can't waste time now. Let's go to the locker and pack the money quickly." Everyone agrees and rushes to the vault. There, Bob is still working on opening the locker. A few moments later, the locker finally opens, revealing stacks of money, more than any of them have ever seen. They quickly begin filling their bags. While this is happening, Jewel returns to the other zombies, carrying Lena's body. He is filled with grief and anger. Lena had been pregnant, and seeing her lifeless body broke his heart. Furious, Jewel gives an order to all the zombies to attack and destroy everyone in the area. At the same time, Tina goes outside, searching for Gita. She sees a large crowd of zombies heading toward the casino. Back inside, John realizes Tina has gone off alone and rushes out to find her. While searching, a group of zombies suddenly attacks. One of John's team members is killed right in front of him. This makes John fight back fiercely, doing whatever he can to survive. A surprising twist is revealed next. While escaping earlier, Passport and Tony's assistant had been running together. Suddenly, the assistant locks the Passport in the basement and goes upstairs. Passport yells, "What are you doing?" This is not the time to play games. But the assistant calmly replies, "You thought I came here for the money? No, my real mission is to take the zombie leader's head. My boss Tony wants it so he can control all the zombies." He then walks out of the casino with the bag. Once outside, he opens it, only to discover it doesn't contain the zombie's head. It's just a money-counting machine. He's shocked. Before he can react, the zombie tiger appears and attacks him, ending his life. Meanwhile, Passport somehow escapes and reunites with the rest of the team at the casino. The zombies have now arrived and a big battle begins. The area is filled with zombies now. They come charging in from all directions, and the team fights back with everything they have. During the battle, one of the shooters in John's team gets bitten. Realizing he won't survive, he sacrifices himself by blowing up a group of zombies along with him. His selfless act helps the others escape safely. At the same time, John and Passport make it to the helicopter. But, just as they're about to leave, Jewel shows up and attacks. John and Passport shoot at him, but Jewel doesn't go down. Then, in a twist, Passport pulls Lena's head from his bag. He had secretly taken it from the assistant earlier. Holding it up, he threatens Jewel. "If you come any closer, I'll shoot her head." Jewel hesitates. While John climbs into the helicopter, Passport stays behind. He tells John, "Go. Save your daughter." But at that moment, Jewel hurls a metal rod, hitting Passport. The force causes Passport to drop Lena's head, and it falls. John watches this in shock. He knows Passport sacrificed himself to protect them. The pilot asks John, "Where's the money?" John, frustrated, says, "Tony used us. If I survive, I'll make sure he pays for what he did. But first, we have to find Tina." Meanwhile, Tina finally finds Geet, but Ken shows up and tries to kill them. Tina and Geeta fight back and manage to kill Ken. Just then, Jewel appears with a group of zombies. Tina and Geeta run for their lives. John, from the helicopter, spots Tina. He quickly lands the helicopter on the rooftop and rushes to help them. After a tough battle, John saves both Tina and Geeta. They all reach the rooftop, but the helicopter is gone. The pilot had left. Just when all hope seems lost, the pilot returns with the helicopter. Everyone quickly jumps in, and they take off. But Jewel jumps onto the helicopter mid-air, and a brutal fight begins between John and Jewel. During the fight, Jewel bites John on the back, but finally John manages to shoot Jewel in the head, killing him for good. The nuclear bomb is dropped on the city. The helicopter crashes due to the shockwave from the blast. The crash is severe. The pilot and Geeta die. Tina, injured but alive, crawls to her father. Through tears, Tina says, "Dad, I'm so sorry. It's all because of me." John smiles faintly and replies, "Don't say that. I just want you to live a good life." He then gives Tina a bag of money he had taken from the locker. "I was bitten," John says. "You know what that means. You have to shoot me." Tina is devastated. She cries uncontrollably, but in the end, she does what her father asks. She shoots him to stop the infection from spreading. In that moment, she finally understands why John had once killed her mother. It was out of love and mercy. A rescue helicopter arrives soon after and takes Tina away. The entire city has been destroyed by the nuclear bomb. But there's one last surprise. One of John's team shooters is still alive. He had hidden during the fight and escaped with a bag full of money. He drives to the airport and books a private jet to fly to another city, ready to start a new life. The man was feeling on top of the world, having survived all the chaos, and now, with a bag full of money. But suddenly, he started feeling ill. He rushed to the washroom, and after a moment, he looked down and realized he was holding a gun. A bite mark on his arm revealed the horrifying truth. He had been infected. Slowly, he was turning into a zombie. And just like that, the movie ends. So, thanks for watching. What did you think of the movie? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on which movie you'd like us to cover next. See you in the next one.